How's it going, guys? This is Legendary Nats, also known as Stan, and we're going to continue on with episode 12, going through Blighttown. In the last episode, we actually went through the depths. We finished up the depths, and we actually got to do a lot of things. We got to kill the Gaping Dragon, got to learn a little bit of lore about the place, and we made it into the beginning of Blighttown, at least in the real quote-unquote beginning. The way that you're supposed to go, not the backwards way that I like to go. But that's the cool thing about this game. It's not really all that linear, and you can do things many ways. You see this? This is a tricky guy. Trying to hide, I see. Oh, I thought he got me. I thought I was dead, but I was wrong. Very, very wrong. But yeah, see, these guys are very ugly looking, like extremely ugly looking. And I try not to judge anyone, but, I mean, come on. That's not even a face a mother could love. So, we're going to just continue on going down, trying to make sure that we don't end up screwing ourselves over. Now, there are dogs here in this area, and the dogs here are fire-breathing dogs. So, yeah, there's that. But we do have us a bonfire right here. And the only way that we're going to make sure that we're going to spawn here is that we have to sit down. I hate that. In the other games, thankfully, they made it to where you didn't have to worry about that. But here, you do. You actually do have to sit down at this particular bonfire to make sure that you will spawn back here. Unlike in the other game, the other two games, you could just light it. Okay, so he's gonna come up. Make sure no one else is coming. The guy with the big club, he tends to do a lot of damage. And we're gonna just kind of play it a little bit safe. I know that's not as exciting, but I want to make sure. Oh, gosh. Oh. Hey. I didn't appreciate that, and I'd really appreciate if you took a dirt nap. Thank you. And you see just how crazy this place is. Has some really weird things, and that's not even worth coming out here and the potential chance that you could just fall off and die. And there could have been a really good chance that that could have happened. Like, one of those inhabitants of the area could have very well came right on over and just messed me up. Now, this is a really crazy looking bridge, and it screws me over every time. I almost fell because of how screwy the thing can be. So, oh, dogs. Yeah, these dogs breathe fire, like I was saying. And they do a lot of damage when they breathe fire, too. So, and you want to know, probably one of the big reasons why I am taking so much damage is because I have not upgraded any of my armor. If I have upgraded my armor, I would not be taking nearly as much damage as I have been. But I've been trying to upgrade other things. And so, I don't really want to just go off and waste valuable resources on armor that I'm not really interested in leveling up. So, I'm going to try and figure out what armor I'm going to have to go for. It's so crazy that they put these items so that they can try to get you to go out there, and then it comes to be just a tiny little humanity, something that's not even really all that important. But one of the things, and now we have to go back across this thing. See how crazy that is? I know I keep saying that, but I mean, that the very first time I went across that bridge, man, I died like 3 times because I did not expect it to start shaking back and forth like that, and I was like, oh no! But I have to figure out which armor I really want to start leveling up, because there are a few different armors that I really like, and then there's some armors that I just don't find important at all. And if I go off and start upgrading an armor that I don't find important, then it's gonna really kind of turn me away from wanting to do. See, that almost could have been really bad. And to kind of save some of my Estus, I'm going to use another humanity. Oh, there's a goodie. There's a treasure. Treasure! Let's see if I can get it from up here. Yeah. See, you can actually attack and then you can stun. You can actually stun them whenever you fall down, like y'all just saw me do not that long ago. Look at this guy just chilling inside a pot. Luckily, though, these guys are very easy to stun. Let's see, how do I think I have to go up. It's been a minute, guys, so please forgive me. How do I go up from here? Do I drop down? I think so. Seems like they're pretty interested in getting me. Come on. These guys are very much able to be backstabbed and parried. You can't parry him. Oh, I thought he was still alive. I was like, oh, I'm about to get wrecked. But he is not. Alright, so unless I misread something, unless you go around here. Ah. I think that's what you do. It's very hard to see, though. Okay. Oh, this is where you get the ninja set. Okay. I don't remember everything that you can get from this area, so please forgive me on that, my guys and girls. My wife actually, she's been really enjoying my playthrough, and I'm not trying to toot my own horn or anything like that. Yeah, I don't consider myself like the best guy on YouTube or anything like that. But she actually used to not really like Dark Souls at all. I mean, like, at all. She really didn't like this series. And it was mainly because, one, the series seems very, very depressing. Which I can understand that the game can seem a bit depressing, especially with how the story elements go in this game. But she didn't like it because she's very much into, like, very happy-go-lucky stories, very, you know, things are gonna work out kind of thing, and I don't know how I'm supposed to get back. So when we, oh gosh, man, I'm so afraid that I'm gonna end up like dying here. Where am I going, my friends? Unless I'm supposed to drop here, then if I try dropping over there, I'll die. Unless I'm supposed to drop... Okay. Right there. It's been a long time since I've gone through Blighttown, so I'm trying to remember where everything is. And there's another... toxic guy. Oh gosh. And I don't want to get... Alright, I heard another roar, so I don't know where that's at. But, let's see, where is he at, so I can kind of see what I can do, if I can actually, I don't think I can hit him with an arrow. He's very hard to see. There he is. Yeah, he's kind of hard to see, so it would probably be better for me to just try and get up there to him. But yeah, my wife has actually been really enjoying my playthrough, and she's actually really starting to enjoy the lore aspects of this game, because she used to not understand the aspects of this game at all. And I told her, you know, if you give it a chance, you would probably really like it. And so she's actually been watching it and really been enjoying it. So I'm glad that she is having a lot of fun. I told her today, I said the area that I was going to have to go through is a very crappy area. And I have not lied. Have I, guys? If you have played Dark Souls and you love Blighttown, you just go ahead and drop that comment right down below, and then I'll call your BS. No, I'm kidding. I'm really kidding, guys. I know there are some people who do enjoy this area. I know I am not one of them. And I don't mean to sound like I'm complaining about the game. I'm really not. The game is actually one of my... Okay, I survived. This area is actually not that bad, especially if you've gone through it a few times. I have gone through it a few times, so I do know how this place goes. Oh my gosh. Don't die. There we go. So I do have an understanding of what I need to do, how things play out in this area, so it's really not that bad. What the junk? I don't think I can hit it like that. Why? I was damaging it earlier. Oh, I wasn't paying attention that the life bar is actually, you know, somewhere else. If you try going underneath it, it will attack you, and then you have a high probability of falling off. So this is one of the easiest ways that you can kill it. Just blasting arrows at it. It's got a pretty sound too that it does. And it gives you a good hefty amount of souls. So that's always a good thing. Now what does this ladder go up to? I think I just came from this spot. Oh, so much driving around with the music blaring so freaking loud. We live right next to a gas station, and it seems like the people who likes to go to that gas station like to blare the music just so they can show off how cool they are. So, you know, they're obviously my favorite people to deal with. Alright, so I can't drop down there to get that item. That treasure! But I think I can just drop right here and get it. Oh. And I guessed correctly. Go ahead and get that. This leads you to another spot where one of these guys are at, but he's not as much of a problem as that is. Okay. Drink my juicy juice and get just pummeled. I have a feeling that I'm about to stab you in the butt. Golly, he just... There we go. Gotta love the awesomeness of those really powerful swings. Now I'm gonna try and save my last juicy juice real quick. And I'm using so many of these humanities. I'm not really wanting to use as many humanities as I am, but I'm trying to save as much of my Estus Flask as I can, because if not, it will not be a good time for me. So we now have entered into the other part of, well, no we have not yet. There is... Isn't there a ladder? I could have sworn there's a ladder, because, I mean, you can drop right there, but I don't want to drop there if get stuck because there's an item and I don't remember what item that is. So I'm just gonna wait on that item for now. And there it is. Oh. He fell. How the heck did he fall? Okay, well, whatever. I'm okay with that. Sorry if y'all heard my phone. Someone tweeting, man. They're tweeting on their Twitters. I don't know. So far, it hasn't been too bad going through this area. It's like I said, it's still not my favorite, but it really has not been that bad. It could be a lot worse, and this was the real reason why we wanted to come over here, because of that pyromancy. This pyromancy is a really good pyromancy. A lot of people use it. It's called Power Within. Pyromancy of Carmina, who harness the power of flame to actualize the inner self. Short strength endurance boost, but lose HP. So every time it actually takes your health down, similar to, like, if you can think of it like poison. Excessive power eats away the life force of its caster. And like all dangerous spells, Power Within was kept secret for eons. So this spell is considered a very powerful, very dangerous spell because, of course, it gives you a major power boost, but it also eats away at your health. So it's one of those things that is a double-edged sword. So that's one of the things that you got to look at, that particular spell. So it's a really good one, but you have to be very careful because it will kill you. And the boost that it gives you is a really good boost, actually. The boost that it'll give you, I can't remember how much of a multiplier it is, but it does a considerable amount of damage on whatever you're attacking. So it is a very good spell. I enjoy using the spell. I don't plan on using it right now, but it is a very good spell. Alright, so where did this bring us to? Now, From Software is not known for just having a random spot just for... Okay, so this... Okay, I get it. That's right above the bonfire of the area. And as you see, those guys really aren't that hard to deal with. They're just really ugly looking, and they seem kind of intimidating, but they're really not that bad. For the most part, you can handle them pretty easily. Let's see. Now, I have missed a few items. I know that for a fact because I think I've and there is another blow dart guy right there. There we go. Wanted to kill him pretty quickly because I don't have anything for toxic. And we got us a new set and a new weapon, which is the Wanderer set. It's actually one of the beginning sets of the game. For the most part in the game, all of the beginning sets you can get throughout the game. So it doesn't really matter which set or which class you decide to go with. You will be able to get the set no matter what. So... And be careful with those mosquitoes. I've mentioned before that they constantly respawn back. And not only do they constantly respawn back, but they can cause poison with their little blood splatter. I know I've mentioned it, but I just wanted to re-emphasize it, just in case if you forgot. Oh gosh. Move, move, move. And see, they're actually doing pretty decent damage to me because of the fact that I don't have good armor. But if you actually switch over to the Shadow Mask and the Shadow set, which I'm going to do that real quick. I believe it gives you... Oh, crap. I need to use another humanity real quick. I'm trying not to die on y'all. I'm trying to not make it as long of an episode as the other time. But I believe the shadow set actually increases your resistance, so we're gonna go with the shadow set. Nope. Oh yeah, nope, that's it. I don't think it does as well. Yeah, it does have a little bit more resistance to poison. And we're gonna go continue making our way, and here's the bonfire. So let's go ahead and rest at the bonfire. And what I'll do, I'll also try to go... Look at my leg, yo! That is amazing. Looks like I'm trying to heat up my balls. So, let's go ahead and level up. We're gonna continue leveling up that faith. And don't worry, I plan on actually leveling my faith and intelligence up to 20. Just an even 20, and if I decide to go any higher, I will. But my idea for my stats, for the most part, I plan on having my vitality around 30, attunement probably around 20, endurance at 30, or leaving it around 30, or going up to about 40. Strength is going to be probably 30. Dexterity is going to be about 20. Intelligence is probably going to go up to 20, and same thing with faith, unless I decide to do something else. Because, see, I'm not going to do the standard, man, I love that about my leg. Just, like, trying to roast up the nuts right there, man. Chestnuts roasting over fire. That's not how the song goes. But, I'm an idiot. Anyways, that tends to be my plan for the stats. Like I said, I don't plan on doing a full standard 20 or whatever it is, standard 120 PvP build. A lot of people. Oh, this is something else I forgot about. Maneater Mildred. This is something you have to be online to be able to do. This is for you to be able to get a weapon. That weapon's actually really good. No. There we go. I know I healed during a duel, but, you know, it's not online, so I don't really care. I don't like healing if I'm doing PvP, but... We got some humanity and the Butcher's Knife. Now, the Butcher's Knife is a really good weapon. It really is. I really, really like the Butcher's weapon, or the Butcher's Knife. Well, actually, we have enough to level up again. So, this time I'm going to put it in health, because I need some more health. But let me go ahead and, since I'm kind of far away from the insects, I don't have to worry about them right now. Let's look at the Butcher's Knife. Giant butcher knife wielded by the undead man-eating cook lurking in the depths. More a tool for subduing and preparing live catches than an actual weapon. Those who have faced this deadly blade have a deeper sense of how useless prey must feel. Now, this weapon is a really cool weapon. What it actually does, every time you hit, every time you connect with the actual hit, it actually does, it will heal you a little bit, which is really, really cool. I really like that aspect of that. I really do. Let's see if I'm too heavy. No, I can actually wear it. Yes. But the weapon is just really, really cool. I actually plan on, I wonder if, let's see, I'm getting all... There we go. There we go. That looks much better. Now I'm a ninja. Yo. But the cool thing is that that weapon is just... It's a very powerful weapon. It's not the greatest great sword, and it's not even a great sword. It's actually considered an axe in this game. But you can use it, and every time you connect a hit, it heals you a little bit. So you can do some crazy things with that weapon. It's just that good. That's why I really, really like that weapon. So we're gonna go over here, kill this guy. And over here... Not here. Get this soul item. And I believe it's over here. No. It's wrong. Very wrong. It's over there. So we're gonna head on over there. Sorry, I'm having some moments where I'm quiet. I'm trying to remember things while going through this game. Be very careful of getting too close to those giants. Those giants will hurl those rocks at you. It seems like they're a little bit closer than what I remember. And the cool thing is that these mosquitoes actually won't come in this area where this particular NPC is at, so that's a really good thing for us. So let's go ahead and take some purple moss so that we don't hear that little hissing noise.
A mere undead, yet you can see me. Fascinating. I am Quelana of Izalith. I am not often revealed to walkers of flesh. You have a gift. Are you too one who seeks my pyromancy, like Solomon? Yes, of course. It should be expected. Very well. You shall be my pupil, but to pursue my pyromancy, you must give something up. Are you prepared to do this?
So, we have now met Quelana. She's one of the witches of Izalith. And you can't really see her face. You can a little bit, but not too much. And she wears the actual pyromancy garb that the witches actually wear. And it's very odd that she's right here. So let's see what she has, and then we'll talk to her a little bit more. So she has Fire Orb, Great Fire Orb, and then Great Fireball, which is the stronger version of Fireball. But then she has Firestorm, Primal Pyromancy taught by Quelana of Izalith. Erect fire pillars in vicinity. The storm of flame is indiscriminate and incinerates all life nearby. I know I said it backwards, but you guys understand. Primal Pyromancy taught by Quelana. Squeeze foes with Fire Whip. The root pyromancy of combustion, but much more difficult to wield. Basically, this is kind of like, she'll actually, if you use this pyromancy, you'll bring your hand in or you'll move your hand in a circle-ish pattern, or circle rotation, and it'll shoot fire throughout that entire time, so it looks like a whip. Combustion, one of the most basic pyromancies. For this reason, the flame thus created is fierce. Then she has Great Combustion, which is a really good pyromancy, which will be one that I'm probably going to get. Great Combustion creates a powerful flame, but many sorcerers mock the simplicity of this spell. And I would think the reason why they mock it, and why sorcerers mock pyromancy in general, and the reason why is because of just how simplistic it is. It doesn't take much to make fire. You know, the caveman discovered fire, as they say. And you look at something like this, and it shows how simplistic that you are. It means that, well, you must be very simple-minded, or in some cases it makes it sound like that they consider pyromancers stupid or unintelligent, which seems to be a little strange due to the fact that how intricate some of these spells are. So let's continue on. Undead Rapport. charm undead and gain temporary allies. The living are lured by flame, and this relationship is part and parcel to the art of pyromancy. Can be used by either gender. And then fireball. So, she has a lot of pyromancy, and she seems to be very adept at it. She actually created Firestorm, Fire Whip, Great Combustion, and even Undead Rapport, which these are all very, very powerful and strong pyromancy. So it's a really cool thing how, and really in all reality, how unsimplistic it is. There's a little bit more or a little bit more intricacy than what they actually claim. So that's really cool. So let's talk to her some.
Long ago, I accepted another pupil like yourself. Over 200 years ago, there was a man almost as bungling as you. In your world, he was called Salaman, the master pyromancer. The little rascal really made something of himself.
So she was the one who actually trained the famous pyromancer Solomon.
Pyromancy is the art of invoking and manipulating fire. But remember one thing. Always fear the flame, lest you be devoured by it and lose yourself. I would hate to see that happen again.
Again?
Pyromancy is the... I would hate...
Interesting. So she tells us...
Well, young pupil, you must have patience, but do not keep me waiting much longer.
She tells us to have, first to fear the flame. It's very important for us to fear the flame, or it shall devour us and consume us. That can mean a multitude of things, but one of the main things that we can take by that is just how dangerous fire is. Through its simplicity, it can be an outrage as well. A simple fire made inside of a forest can be absolutely devastating. So this is where she's talking about be very careful, or it shall devour you. Fear the flame. And we're going to find out a lot more about how we should fear the flame, why we should fear the flame, and what is the purpose of us fearing the flame. So guys, this is where we're going to leave things off. We do have some more things to get, but right now we're not going to worry about it because I'm now at my time marker. So guys, thank you so much for joining me in this bumbling mess that I have said and done. And what I'm going to do is I am going to try and find some of the other items. I'm going to actually do a random video, probably showing me go through it, or I can do a commentary video, wherever you want, and we'll go throughout the rest of this area so that we can try and get all the other items. So thank you guys so much, and I hope you have a fantastic weekend. Cheers.